I was pretty much afraid of everything, afraid of the world, afraid of speaking, really, really shy kid. Music was a way to speak, as simple as that. I could either just journal, write poetry, write just whatever was in my head, and sit down, strum a few chords, and put that together. And that's me. That's me telling the world about me when I can't do it on my own. So music was the voice I didn't have.
Every little thing that we've done in our careers, anything that's maybe got in our way or showed up on our pathway, we thought, wow, this is great. This is the coolest. We've made it. You know, we're on tour, or we have a bus, or we have a record, or we're on someone else's big tour. There's been so many great little successes along the whole way, and I'd say after 36 years, still loving and caring for what we do and seeing the great results from it, it's a more than any dream that we could have dreamt that's come true for us.
Most things in life that are worthwhile, you got to work at. You got to work at. You get out what you put in. As simple as that. That's a kind of a universal law. So yeah, it's not pick up the guitar and go, ha-ha, which I've done, in front of the mirror lots, hey, I'm really good. And you got to have that attitude too. But it does take work. It does take, some dedication, But if you love doing it, it's not as hard as it could be if you're doing something you're not as interested in.
We played in front of 500,000 people, and
500,000 people.
Yeah,
where was that?
This was in Russia.
Holy
this was
shit!
In the airfield.
Oh my God!
So we've done that.
What the fuck was that like?
It was a sea of Russian people. I mean, that's what it was.
That's insane.
This was in
to even see that many
1991.
people.
91 when the curtain came down and all of that, and Time Warner had a. They wanted to basically get their foot in the door, and so they created a free concert. It was AC/DC, us, Pantera, and I think maybe a local band or some other bands. I'm sorry if I can't remember, but they flew us in there. We landed in this airfield. Oh, Motley Crue was on it. Landed in this airfield, and as far as the eye could see, it was a free concert, and it was just people. And we get on stage and do what we do, but it was military, military in the front.
Jesus Christ, look at that photo. Holy shit. Holy shit. Jamie, go full screen with that. Just go with that one. What in the fuck? Oh my God, that's insane.
Is that it? Is that the one?
Woo!
That might be something else, but...
It looks a little newer, but it says here it was from 91 Moscow. So.
Wow. Pretty remarkable. And dude, imagine a sea of people like that. And there's a helicopter flying over people. I mean,
my God.
What if that thing goes down, man?
Oh.
They could be chopping up all kinds of folks.
Look at that. Go right up there, that one, on stage, facing those people. Oh, my God. That is fucking insane.
And that helicopter would come down close, and they were yelling at people like, stop. People were moshing or going crazy. They didn't know what that was.
Oh,
they're like, oh,
wow. They thought it was like a fight.
They're a freaking communist country, man. And
right.
there's like, wait a minute. People are getting out of order. This is chaos.
They didn't have the internet then either.
No way. They didn't know what to expect of that. So they're people throwing, hitting people from the helicopter, and down in the front there were guys in uniforms. There was, police, military, same thing. So they're standing there in their uniforms, and after like 3 or 4 songs, they're like, fuck this, and they took off their stuff, and they're out there headbanging and having a good time. So we saw the transformation of a closed down society to freedom right before us, individually in people. It was awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
What does it feel like to stand in front of 500,000 people? What does the sound like? What is the sound of their roars like?
Pretty massive. Obviously, I lost count at, 300 and something thousand, but I tell you, and they don't speak your language. That's
right.
just such a that's the power of music, man. That's a language in
Yeah.
its own. It connects people. It is so cool. So yeah, we went to a place that no one spoke English, or people were telling us, I learned English from your lyrics. Like, oh shit, man. I failed English, just so you know. I didn't do so well in school, but
Wow.
it's pretty bizarre. Yeah.
That's intense. But I wanted to talk to you about, like, there's a transition that very successful people make, and either they make it or they don't. And the transition is to go from being hungry and filled with all this angst to being like stupid wealthy and famous, but still keeping your art relevant. Like, how do you do that?
We're super competitive people. We're really perfectionists, and we hate to let each other down. There's always a better riff coming. There's always a better album. Maybe there's the never satisfied part to us that will keep us going till we die. There's always the ultimate lyric that's going to connect to everyone in the world or something. There is always a better something that we haven't got yet.
I think being on stage is a different hat. It's a different mindset. It's a different space. It's to me, time stops. There's no pain. It's like, when artists talk about being in the zone, that is the zone. I can get in that zone even here, just sitting playing and forget you guys are here. Somehow the world goes away. Whether that's good or bad, it's difficult to come out of sometimes. But, that's the curse of it. But the blessing is there is that focus, and there is that sense of purpose, sense of being, sense of communication, sense of creation. That's a reason. That's a reason I'm here. There's times when I haven't played for a couple weeks, and my wife will say, "God, you're grumpy. Go play guitar." It's like, "Oh yeah," and I'll go and I'll play, and then I feel better now. It's just what it is. It's a part of me. It's like I gotta have it. It's my coffee in the morning too, and it's my chill in the evening.
How do you stay grounded? How do you do it?
Well, I've got a got a wife that kicks my first of all, kids that tell it like it is, that to me is love right there. When your kids, Dad, you're being a jerk, I love that. That's what helps me a lot. Family certainly does that. I think the guys in the band too, we all keep each other in check. Like, dude, is that limo a little too long? Come on. I mean, just goofy things like
Right,
that.
right.
We try and keep each other real. So I think not surrounding ourselves with yes men too, which can really just totally distort your reality.
Do you still get nervous before you play a show?
I'm nervous right now. Yes. My theory is if you're not nervous, then something's wrong, because there's some intense stuff about to happen, and yeah, there's always the jitters before you go out, and we have our little huddle and kind of calm each other down and say, hey, whatever happens is supposed to happen. So, we try not to take ourselves too seriously, but yeah, we're nervous because it's a big deal, and it's it's important.
What do you most credit with the success, the ongoing, the continued success of Metallica? If there's one thing that is really the core of that.
Honesty, for sure. Honesty. Whether it's in some kind of monster movie or the music or a live show, being honest. At the show last night, the one intro ends, intro to one, I go out and I start playing Fade to Black. It's like, what the hell? And me realizing and getting that wave of like shame, like, oh my God, you're an idiot. And then like, all right, just laugh at it because it's kind of funny. And what else are you gonna do, And then start this one song and then later talk about it. So being honest about it is so freeing. Being honest with each other, with ourselves, We're 53. What's it look like? What are we gonna do? How long can we tour? What's gonna, how can we stay healthy and happy? So being honest with each other.
how many people have a dream when they're kids of being a fucking rock star? How many people get to be in Metallica?
It's crazy, dude. I wake up every day and think, I'm friggin' blessed. I mean, this is unbelievable. What if I complain once today? Punch me in the face, you know? Because it's stupid, you know?
Exactly.
This is stupid that I would complain about something. But I tell you, it is hard at times. Being on the road, doing stuff, and when you don't want to do stuff, you do it. But then you find something, you find someone, you find a thing, and it's usually someone in the crowd that's just, you know, I see myself right there. It's like, I'm that kid right there at the Motorhead concert looking up at Lemmy going, this is fucking awesome. And so I just suck that energy and go, all right, this is all I need. This is all I need right now.